If he wants to make some money, Floyd wants to make some money. If he wants to make some money, he could fight
your guy Jake Paul.
No, with him too, but he could fight the guy, not Manny Pacquiao. Manny won't fight him again. But I'm talking
Canelo?
Not Canelo, Crawford.
Oh, Terence Crawford.
Force Usyk to fight anybody. You can't force anyone to fight anybody. You know, the will has to be on Usyk's side.
And because his range control is so good, he's in. His nickname's the Cat. He's in like a cat, and he is so accurate with what he's doing. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. That's the art of the sweet science. It is.
Mike Tyson says Floyd Mayweather would get destroyed by Oleksandr Usyk if they ever fought. Speaking with Shaq on his podcast, Tyson explained that Floyd makes heavyweight money without ever facing real heavyweight threats. He added that Floyd will always return to boxing solely for the money, not for tough challenges. According to Tyson, Floyd will carefully choose easy opponents if he returns, avoiding anyone truly dangerous like Usyk.
I'm going with heavyweight.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, Floyd feels like in a different category completely.
He made heavyweight money, but I'm talking about the heavyweight slugger.
Yes. I don't know if we're ever going to get to the heavyweights again.
Huh?
Speaking of
No,
Floyd.
no, that's going to come back again.
Okay.
Always come back.
Speaking of Floyd, him and Roy Jones been going back and forth. If they were to fight, give me your opinion on who you think would win and why. And would people want to see that fight now?
Well, listen, people are all going to hate on Floyd, so they will want to see the fight. They want to see Floyd get beat. But are they going to fight?
I know they're going back and forth.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think they would matter. If he wants to make some money, Floyd wants to make some money. If he wants to make some money, he could fight
your guy Jake Paul.
No, with him too, but he could fight the guy, not Manny Pacquiao. Manny won't fight him again. But I'm talking about
Canelo?
Not Canelo, Crawford.
Oh, Terence Crawford.
Oleksandr Usyk has reached a point in his career where nothing more is needed to validate his greatness. With an Olympic gold medal and a track record of beating the best, including Anthony Joshua twice, Usyk has earned the right to walk away from the sport on his own terms. Still, the boxing world buzzes with talk of who he could face next. Joseph Parker is one possible option being discussed. Although nothing official has been confirmed, several other heavyweights are eager to get a shot at him. But Usyk has said publicly that he only has one fight left in him. That statement alone has made the mystery of his next opponent even more intense. Usyk has never been known to dodge challenges or stall negotiations. He is respected not just for his skill, but for his willingness to fight anyone at any time.
Which he doesn't have to do probably because his legacy is secured. He's done basically everything in boxing. And if he was to retire tomorrow, or what could happen, which has been muted, that he was going to have the Dubois fight and then he was going to have a celebrity fight, you know, like crossover fight with an ex-MMA or something like that, which for me wouldn't be nice because I think it would cheapen his legacy in some way. But as Addy said, pounds and pence and dollars are what count in this game.
Andy, have you spoken, or has Spencer Brown or Frank spoken to you? Because to be fair to Frank, I've spoken to Frank twice since the fight, and he does always say, it's Joseph Parker next, it's Joseph Parker next. And he says it with a bit of force as well, as though he's promised you guys that you will be next in line. Has there been a conversation with Frank as to what happens with Joseph? Because I almost feel sorry for Joseph now. It's got to the stage where every time I see Joseph, I'm like, okay, look, when are you going to fight? When are you going to fight? And he has this face of, I don't know. And it's upsetting for me as well just to see him on the sidelines.
Yeah, it's very frustrating for him and for us as a team. But I had a brief conversation with Frank Warren as we were walking back from the ring. I said, it has to be Joe. And he said, we're going to push for Joseph. And Spencer Brown, he said, we're going to push for Joseph. David Higgins, we're going to push for Joseph. But you can't force Usyk to fight anybody. You can't force anyone to fight anybody. You know, the will has to be on Usyk's side.
While other boxers often enter drawn-out discussions, media hype, and promotional delays, Usyk keeps things simple. Once he agrees to a fight, he gets to work without games. His reputation as a no-nonsense warrior has made him one of the most respected names in boxing, admired by both fans and promoters for always stepping up without excuses. Being a 3-time undisputed champion across different levels isn't something that happens by accident. Usyk's journey from cruiserweight to heavyweight wasn't just about putting on weight. It was about evolving as a fighter and proving he could beat the best no matter their size. His back-to-back victories over elite heavyweights like Anthony.
The will has to be on Usyk's side. The will for Joe is there. He'd fight anybody, and as he's shown. But the will has to be, and the want has to be on Usyk's team.
Put your fighter hat on for me if you can, Andy. Again, I mean, I saw. It's funny because the video of Dubois getting knocked out, there's you and Joe in the background, and I can see both of your reactions. When you're watching that, I mean, again, you've seen some of the best heavyweights in the world. You've been in camp with some of the best heavyweights in the world. When you're watching that, are you watching it like myself and thinking, okay, this is an all-time great you're seeing?
First and foremost, I watched it as a fan, and I enjoyed the fight. And I thought Dubois started really well. But there's something about Usyk, isn't it? And just this change after round 1, round 2, Dubois was having some success, landing right hands.
Joshua showcased his ability to outthink and outwork physically bigger opponents. Beyond boxing, Usyk also served his country during wartime, putting his career on hold. That choice alone shows a different kind of bravery. He is not only skilled, but a true athlete who stands for discipline, heart, and honor. Many analysts have begun placing Usyk in conversations that usually include names like Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather. Though they competed in different weight classes, Usyk's dominance, adaptability, and legacy make him comparable to those iconic fighters.
The one thing I would say that we have to appreciate from Usyk is how he's so willingly down to fight anybody, right? Typically in boxing, you look at how boxing is structured. You have the Ali Act where a fighter could be like, nah, I don't want to fight him. Okay, well, we're going to strip you of your belt since you don't want to, defend that belt, right? How long does it take us to get a Gervonta Davis to fight, maybe a Devin Haney, or a Ryan Garcia fighting somebody else, right? It takes fucking forever. But now when it comes to Usyk, Usyk, he's a champion. Okay, your next title, person you have to defend against is Dubois. Perfect. Send me the contract. I will be ready. Yeah. You don't get that nowadays in boxing. You don't fucking get that. But when he fights, that's one thing I love about him. Mm-hmm.
Just beating Daniel Dubois in a rematch, the younger guy, and he's made it look easier against him and schooled him and destroyed him. That is the pinnacle of skill in boxing. That's the pinnacle of the...
What sets him apart is how effortlessly he shifted across divisions and still remained undefeated. His technical intelligence and strategic awareness remind fans of Floyd, while his courage and fighting spirit bring Manny to mind. This level of respect from experts indicates that Usyk isn't just a top name of this era. He belongs in the all-time greats. Floyd Mayweather has built a career on smart decisions inside and outside the ring. Analysts believe that if a fight...
I did notice his foot movement. He was just moving. He was just moving away, so Dubois couldn't hit him.
Couldn't get near him.
And then when he was punching Dubois, he made him look like in football terms, he made him look like a non-league player. He made him look bad.
Mate, that's the beauty of Oleksandr Usyk. His training with his little mate, Vasyl Lomachenko, they came through the pro ranks together, well, amateur and pro ranks together, and their training regimes are completely off the textbook. They don't do it like everybody else does it. There's a lot of ballet, for example, that they use. There's a lot of gymnastics. There's a lot of different techniques, in their training that they incorporate into the game. And you can see it with the way that he fights. He is like a brutal ballerina. His footwork is absolutely sensational. What he does, he stands in range just enough, so therefore the guy that he is fighting believes that he's going to get hit in a moment. So therefore mentally you're constantly working, and therefore you're throwing at times where he's then making you miss. And because his range control is so good, he's in. His nickname's the cat. He's in like a cat, and he is so accurate with what he's doing. He makes you miss, he makes you pay. That's the art of the sweet science. It is the art of getting hitting and not.
Promises high earnings and low risk, Floyd will take it. He's known for being highly calculated, always studying who he's facing. He chooses his opponents carefully, ensuring they fit into his strategy of preserving his undefeated record. This method has earned him massive paydays, but it also makes it clear that Floyd isn't likely to enter a match where the danger outweighs the reward.
Couldn't catch this IFL TV. Appreciate Lennox stopping. A stunning win there for Oleksandr Usyk tonight here at Wembley. What did you make of it?
Great win. You know, he did the right things. He did a lot of good things in the fight. I thought Daniel came out a bit too strong. You know, should have took his time, especially the first round. And, you know, he was overreaching a little bit and he got caught.
Is there anyone on this planet, an active fighter, that can beat this man? He's got back-to-back wins or double wins over Fury, Joshua, and now Dubois. I mean, it's phenomenal coming up from cruiserweight.
It's phenomenal. I wish I was in this era to box, because I would have loved to box him. And, you know, I can't see why nobody can't figure him out. I would be able to figure him out. Oh, yeah, Usyk is the best of this era. And he does the right things. He moves well. He doesn't get hit. And he's elusive. And he's hard to beat.
Lennox, just the final one. What would be your advice to Daniel Dubois? He's come back from losses before, obviously Joe Joyce, etc. But what would your advice be to this 27-year-old lion?
Keep up with boxing. You know, this shouldn't. You know, he should learn from this and bring it to the next fight. I don't think he should quit. I think he's got a long, good life in boxing.
Lennox, much appreciate your time this week. Have you got anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, Lennox Lewis is the best. I laid them all to rest. I'm the pugilist specialist. Nobody.
If there's money on the table and control over the terms, Floyd may return, but not without carefully picking his opposition. Joe Rogan has often praised Floyd Mayweather for his defensive genius. In one of his discussions, he explained how Floyd can stand right in front of an opponent and still remain untouchable. He doesn't need to move much or throw flashy punches.